Mean for the grouped data, finding out mean for grouped data. Mean, the formula is common for all the formulas, that is summation f into x divided by capital N. Capital N is nothing but summation f, total of the frequencies. Now we were given an example over here to find out mean for the given distribution. Find mean for the following data using direct and step deviation method. That means we have two ways to find out mean. One is uh, standardized formula, which we say it as x is equal to summation f into x by summation f. For grouped data, we have two formulas to find out the answer. One which is called as direct method, that is x is equal to summation f into x divided by summation f. That is also called as summation f into x divided by capital N. Total frequency is called as summation f, that is equal to capital N. And the second formula what we use to make the calculation simplified is called as step deviation method. Step deviation method, and the formula is x bar is equal to a plus summation f into d by capital N into c. So we shall use these two formulas to find out the answer, and let us cross verify whether both the formulas are resulting in the same way. Okay, we have a problem over here, and they are asking us to find out mean for the following data using direct and step deviation method. How do you say that the problem belongs to a grouped data? See, in the problem will be given some class interval values along with the frequency values. Okay, let us suppose there was an exam conducted for the students for 70 marks. Since the highest frequency, that class interval is 60 to 70, let's suppose that there is an exam conducted for students for 70 marks. Now the number of students who got marks between 0 to 10 is 6 students, and the number of students who got the marks between 10 to 20 is 5 number of students. Similarly, we have different number of students for different type of class interval. Now basing on this, they are asking us to find out what is the average number of marks gained by these students. Okay, so for this problem, let us use the first formula, that is generalized formula, summation f into x divided by capital N. So here, what is the formula? F into x. So f into x means first I need to identify x values. Why? Because here x values are not given to us directly, they were given as class intervals. Okay, they were given as class intervals. Now how do we identify these x values? Now usually people say that, everyone mind says that it is a middle value of this class interval. Everyone says that average of this highest value and the least values in the class interval. That is how 10 plus 20 divided by 2 we get 15. 0 plus 10 divided by 2, 5. That is a formula. We generally people say that. But why should we use only middle value? Why not the other value? See, as per the knowledge what we have, the middle value is 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55 and 65. These are the middle values what we get. Once we find out these answers, immediately we'll multiply with the frequency so that we get summation f into x is equal to some value. But my question is, why should we take only middle values? What is the speciality of a middle value we are having? Let me take one example over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 6 and 7. Once we find out the average of this distribution, I'll get the answer as 4. Definitely I'll get the answer as 4. Okay, because sum of the observations is 28 divided by total number of observations is 7. We get the answer as 28. Oh, sorry, 28 by 7, that is equal to 4. Now, instead of this 4, now I'm saying that why should I consider only middle value? See, the speciality of middle value here is, now the distance from 1 to 4 is 3, and 4 to 7 the difference is 3. Now the difference from 2 to 4 is 2, and 4 to 6 is also 2. The difference from 3 to 4 is 1 and 4 to 5 is 1. That means the distance from any two extremes is equal in this case. Okay, now instead of 4, let me consider the value as 5 for some time. As my condition, I am saying that instead of 4, why should I always consider x value as middle value? Why not the other value? Now see to that. The difference from 1 to 5 is 4, but 5 to 7 is only 2. That means this is not going to satisfy the similar kind of the characteristic which the middle value is having. That is how we tend to take the middle values only as the x values when class intervals are given to us. Okay. So now simply finding out x into f value. 6 5s are 30. Next 15 5s are 75. 25 into 8 we have 200. Next 35 into 15 we have 525. Next 7 into 45, the answer is 315. Next 55 into 6, 55 into 6 it is 330, and the next 65 into 3 is, the answer is 195. Okay, anyways, once you add the frequency values you get 50. It's a similar simple answer, so I've already written it prior itself. Now by adding f into x values, that means summation f into x, we'll get the answer as 1670. Finally, the formula of mean is summation f into x divided by capital N, that is equal to 1670 divided by 50. So the answer what we get is 33.4. So on the average, what is the marks gained by the students here? It is 33.4 marks. Okay, that is how we conclude the problem. And so this is the direct formula which we have used. Now let us solve the same problem by using step deviation method. Okay, step deviation method. Why we need to go with this step deviation method? Because first of all, let's see the formula. X bar is equal to a plus summation f into d by n into c, where d equal to x minus a by c, where c is called as the width of the class interval and a is called as the assumed mean value or assumed value. Okay, now I'm taking the previous problem to find out the same in step deviation method. First step is what? We simply find out the mid values of the given distribution. Okay, now 35, 45, 55 and 65. See that all the time it might not be very easy for us to do the multiplication. See, 15 into 35, you cannot directly do that because our mind is not that cautious to find out the answer here. Or 8 into 25, 25 into 8 means 25 fours are 100, 25 8s are 200. That is how you can find out the answer. But 15 into 35, it will be very typical for us in some situations to find out the answer. So to simplify this calculation, instead of using a calculator, without using calculator, we can go with the calculation of this value. So how we can do that? Now, what is the formula I'm having? F into D. So that means I need to find out D value. What is the value of D here? The formula is x minus a by c. That means first I need to find out the value of c here. What is c? C is called as width of the class interval. So 10 minus 0 is 10, and here also 40 minus 30 is 10, 60 minus 50 is 10. That means width of the class interval will always be equal, and that value is common. So let me write here it as 10. Okay, x minus a. Now a is called as assumed value. Okay, assumed mean or assumed value. I wanted to consider one of these values as a value to make my problem very simpler. I just told you, right, these values are keep on increasing. Let us suppose I'm having up to 100, one of the middle value will be 95. So once I need to multiply some values with the 95, it will become very hectic for me to find out the answer. So I'm trying to simplify these values. I want to consider this value as a. Again, you might get a confusion that why you have taken 35 since it is in between of these observations. No. whatever the value you might consider, either you take 5 as a value, 15 as a value, 55 also a value, but finally the mean of the given distribution will be same. Okay, so now I am considering for calculation a value as 35. So now the formula of D becomes what? X minus a divided by c, that is x minus 35 divided by 10. So I wanted to find out first D value. What is x value here? 5. So 5 minus 35 is minus 30 divided by 10. So let me write for the first one, is equal to 5 minus 35 whole divided by 10. That is equal to 5 minus 35 is minus 30 divided by 10 is minus 3. So next 15 minus 35 is minus 20 divided by 10 is minus 2. Next 25 minus 35 minus 10 divided by 10 is minus 1. So 35 minus 35 is 0. Something by 0 by something is 0. 45 minus 35 10. 10 by 10 is 1. 55 minus 35 is 20. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 65 minus 35 is 30. Divided by 10 is 3. See, now once you use this formula, see all the values. Once if you find out the first value, the next values keep on increasing. Okay, one by one. Now, what is the formula to find here? F into D. So instead of finding out F into X, I'm going to multiply F into D now. 6 into minus 3. It is minus 18. Next, 5 into minus 2. Minus 10. Minus 1 into 8. Minus 8. 0 into 15. 0. Now, 7 ones are 7. 6 twos are 12. 3 threes are 9. See here how easy for us to find out the calculation here. Instead of finding out 15 into 35 such a huge number, I made 15 into 0. The answer is very 0. Instead of using calculator, I got the answer very simply. So that is how we use the step deviation method for us to find out the answer. Okay. Now by using this, by calculating these values, I'll get the answer as F into D as minus 8. Anyways, capital N value is 50. Just now we have found out in the direct method, right? Now simply let us substitute in the formula. What is the formula now? We have the step deviation formula as A plus summation FD by N into C. So what is A value here? 35 plus 35 plus summation F into D. That is F into D is minus 8 divided by capital N. That is 50 into width of the class interval 10. So 0, 0 gets cancelled, minus 8 by 3. So what is the answer we get? 35 minus 8 by 5. 1.51 and 56. So we get 1.6. 35 minus 1.6. That is equal, we get 33.4 as the answer. So the mean of the given distribution is how much here? 33.4. Even though you calculate by the direct method also, we got the same answer as 33.4. But in step deviation method, it was very easy for us to calculate the values instead of using the calculator.